Firestarter. In survival, fire is the first invention you must remake. When you have no matches, no lighter, you still have friction and metal. Find 2 stones. One of them should be flint. The other can be a piece of carbon steel or hard iron. Hold the flint firmly and strike the steel at a sharp angle. Tiny particles of metal break off, instantly oxidizing in air and forming sparks over 1,000 degrees Celsius. Place dry grass, cotton, or birch bark near the impact point. The spark will land, smolder, and slowly ignite. Blow gently until the ember grows into flame. Every flicker is heat, light, and safety, created only from 2 stones. Water filter. Clean water means life. Take an empty plastic bottle and cut off its bottom. Turn it upside down. The neck becomes the exit. At the neck, place a small piece of cloth to stop particles from falling through. Above it, add a layer of crushed charcoal. This removes chemicals, bacteria, and odor. Then pour fine sand. It filters smaller debris. Add coarse sand, then gravel or small stones on top to break down the flow. Pour in dirty water from above. Let gravity do the rest. The water that drips from the bottom is purified by each layer. Mechanical and chemical filtration combined. Boil it afterward to ensure safety. Stone knife. When metal is gone, stone becomes your edge. Find a flat, brittle rock like flint or obsidian. Strike it with another hard stone to detach thin flakes. Each fracture reveals a razor-sharp edge. Refine the shape, one side straight, the other slightly curved. Wrap its base with rope or plant fiber to form a handle. If this is inconvenient to use, you can make a wooden holder for it. Attach the wood to the stone with rope or plant fiber, and you're done. This primitive blade can cut wood, clean fish, or carved shapes. Thousands of years old, yet still one of the most effective cutting tools. Rope. Without rope, everything falls apart. Find dry inner bark from trees like cedar, willow, or nettle stems. Peel the fibers. Soak them in water for flexibility. Twist one bundle clockwise, then another in the opposite direction. Now twist both together in reverse. They lock. The opposing tension multiplies their strength. Keep twisting until the cord thickens and becomes sturdy. You've just created a natural rope, strong enough to lift stones or tie shelter frames. Shelter. Shelter protects from rain, cold, and fear. Gather 2 long branches and lean them together in a triangle. Tie their tops with rope or vines. Lay more sticks along both sides, forming ribs of a roof. Cover them with layers of leaves, grass, or moss, thicker near the top, thinner near the base. This creates natural insulation. The air between layers traps heat and prevents water from entering. Inside, you stay dry, invisible, and warm even when the wind howls. Compass. Direction means survival. When landmarks disappear and the forest looks the same in every direction, a simple needle can save your life. Rub a sewing needle or thin metal shard on silk, wool, or even your own hair. This creates static friction that transfers magnetic alignment to the metal. Gently place the needle on a leaf floating in still water where there is no wind. The needle begins to turn, slowly resisting random motion, until it snaps into alignment with the invisible pull of Earth's magnetic field, pointing north to south. Now you can regain control, choose a path, and move with confidence. No compass, no technology, just physics, nature, and your survival instinct working together. Lantern. Light is more than brightness. It is warmth, safety, and hope when darkness surrounds you. To create a simple survival lantern, start with a small jar, a metal bottle cap, or even a carved wooden cup. Fill it with vegetable oil, melted animal fat, or any clean burning flammable liquid you can find. Next, take a piece of cotton string or plant fiber cord, twisting it tightly into a strong wick. Soak the lower half of the wick in the oil so it absorbs fuel. Then rest the wick safely on the container's edge or secure it with a small holder made of wire or a twig. When you ignite the tip, the flame burns slowly as oil travels upward through the fibers by capillary action, nature's own fuel delivery system. This tiny lamp can shine for hours, providing light to work, cook, and stay calm. In the quiet dark of the wilderness, even a small flame becomes a powerful source of survival. Fishing hook. Food is energy. Take a soda can tab. Its aluminum is soft yet strong. Break off one side and bend it downward into a sharp curve. File or scrape the edge until pointed. Tie a rope through the remaining small hole. This single bend turns trash into a tool. Attach bait, worms, small insects, or colorful fibers. Drop it into the water, Wait until you catch something to eat. First aid. Even in nature, healing is possible. Use 2 straight sticks as splints to stabilize injury. Tear clean cloth or clothing into long strips to secure the limb. Boil water in a small pot to sterilize the fabric. For antiseptic, crush clean leaves from known medicinal plants or use salt water. Cover wounds to block dirt and insects. You may not have a hospital, but you have knowledge, and that is power. Spear. A sharpened stick is one of humanity's oldest inventions. Find a long straight branch, chest height or taller. Carve the tip to a point using a stone knife. To harden it, hold the tip near a small flame or embers. Heat dries and strengthens the wood fibers. For more durability, attach a sharp stone using rope or wire. Now you have reach, power, and protection, built entirely from nature. Gloves. Hands are your most valuable tools. Protect them. Cut old clothing or fabric into shapes matching your palms. Sew or tie the edges using thread or thin vines. Double layer the finger areas for better grip. These gloves guard against sharp stones, heat, and cold. They're not perfect, but perfect is not what survival needs. Rain collector. When the sky is your only source, make it count. Dig a shallow pit and place an empty bottle or container at the center. Stretch a plastic sheet, tarp, or even large leaves over the pit, securing the corners with stones. Tilt it slightly so raindrops slide toward the center and drip into the bottle. Each drop is collected energy from the clouds, pure and essential. Repair tools. Nothing lasts forever, but everything can be repaired. A broken handle can be reinforced with rope. A loose joint can be fixed with wire. A hole can be sealed with duct tape or melted resin. Survival repair isn't about perfection, it's about function. Every small fix extends the life of what you built. Signal mirror. Light travels farther than sound. Take a shiny metal lid or a small mirror. Hold it toward the sun and tilt until a beam reflects toward your target. You can aim by forming a small V shape with your fingers and centering the reflection through it. Each flash can travel kilometers. A silent call for help written in light. Backpack. To move is to survive. Gather old fabric or torn clothing. Sew them into a pouch. Reinforce corners with rope knots. Use 2 cords as shoulder straps. This handmade pack carries your water, tools, and Firestarter. It may not look perfect, but every stitch is freedom. You built it yourself. Fire, water, tools, and light, each one built by hand. You began with nothing and turned it into survival. Every spark, every drop, every tool is proof that knowledge is the most powerful resource in the wild. You didn't just survive, you adapted, engineered, and thrived. If you watched the video to the end, write in the comments which tools are the easiest to make. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button.